Okay, so we have been discussing on the fatty acid synthesis. It started from the biosynthetic pathway that is carried out by multi-enzyme complex fatty acid synthase complex, resulting in the formation of C16 palmitic acid. And this palmitic acid thus formed can have two fates. Either it will be subjected for elongation happening in the microsomes by microsomal chain elongase system, resulting in the synthesis of higher members of fatty acids, or it can be subjected for unsaturation or desaturation. Again, this is also happening in the microsomes, but by a different class of enzymes known as desaturases. So the desaturases functions in the form of electron transport chain. That is, the reduction is happening, or the removal, not the reduction, the oxidation. The removal of hydrogen or the protons and the electrons are happening is happening through a series of reactions happening in a chain-like fashion. Hence, it is known as electron transport chain. But the basic difference between the conventional ETC, electron transport chain, and this fatty acid electron transport chain is that in the fatty acid electron transport chain during the desaturation reactions, there is no synthesis of ATP happening. There is no production of energy. Only the removal of protons and electrons are happening, resulting in the introduction of double bond on to the existing fatty acid or the parent fatty acid. Okay, so C16 is a palmitic acid synthesized. C16 is a fatty acid synthesized as a result of fatty acid synthase complex in the cytoplasm, after which it will be taken into the microsomes, where it will be either subjected for elongation. So if it is subjected for elongation, what is happening? Elongase enzyme comes and causes the chain expansion or chain extension, resulting in the synthesis of C18, C20, 22, etc. That is converting the long chain fatty acids into very long chain fatty acids. And again, these very long chain fatty acid or long chain fatty acids, the synthesized, cannot exist in the form of saturated fatty acids, because rather than the saturated fatty acids, the body needs unsaturated fatty acids. So as soon as they are synthesized, what happens? The desaturation occurs, or unsaturation occurs, or introduction of double bonds occur in specific positions. And this is carried out by another set of enzymes which are present within again the microsomes, and they are known as these microsomal desaturases. So how does the desaturases brings about the unsaturation or desaturation or the introduction of double bond in an in a saturated fatty acid? That's what we are going to study today, right? So the most common monosaturated fatty acids in the animals are oleic acid and palmito-oleic acid. That too we have mentioned in the last class. That is, oleic acid is the one which is synthesized from stearic acid. So stearic acid is an 18-carbon fatty acid, right, which is synthesized from the palmitic acid, which on entering into the microsomes will be converted into stearic acid. Again, it is a saturated fatty acid. Only thing is that the 16 carbon is converted into 18 carbon fatty acid, right, by microsomal chain elongase system. And once the stearic acid is formed, it can be the most probably the stearic acid will be undergoing unsaturation or desaturation by means of desaturase enzyme, so that stearic acid is now converted into an unsaturated fatty acid. And again, how many double bonds are present? Only a single double bond is present. So the fatty acid is known as monounsaturated fatty acid, right? Because it's having only single unsaturation or a single double bond. Which is the position of the double bond? It is on the 9th carbon atom. So that is why it is indicated like this. That is 18 carbon and one double bond on the 9th position. Okay, so such a fatty acid we call it as a oleic acid. Now another common monounsaturated fatty acid which is existing in the body of animals is the palmito-oleic acid. So palmito-oleic acid, from the name itself we can understand that is, it is a monounsaturated. So it's a unsaturated derivative of palmitic acid. That is the 16 carbon palmitic acid without undergoing elongation. It's directly undergoing desaturation. So it is converted from a saturated fatty acid into a monounsaturated fatty acid, which is known as palmito-oleic acid. Right, so from the palmito-oleic acid we get oleic acid. The conversion can happen. Right, so the palmito-oleic acid is a 16 carbon fatty acid with a single double bond on the 9th position. Right, so always that we'll come to discuss in the later portions. There are certain specific positions on to which the double bonds will be introduced, right? And the first position to undergo unsaturation is always the delta 9 or the 9th carbon atom. The ninth carbon atom is the first carbon atom to be subjected for unsaturation. So because the human system or the animal system contains, animal microsomes contain a desaturase enzyme which can introduce double bond onto the ninth carbon atom first. So the first desaturase to come into action is the delta 9 desaturase enzyme. Okay, the desaturases are of different types, but the first desaturase to introduce a double bond onto a saturated fatty acid will be always the delta 9 desaturase, right? Then only it can introduce double bonds onto the other positions. Okay, so there are other desaturases also like delta 9, delta 6, delta 5, and delta 3, etc. There are different types of desaturases, but the first desaturase to come into action is always the delta 9. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഏതൊരു മോണോ അൺസാച്ചുറേറ്റഡ് ഫാറ്റി ആസിഡ് എടുത്താലും അതിന്റെ mono unsaturated. When you take a mono unsaturated fatty acid, it will be having only a single double bond, that too on the ninth carbon atom. Okay, right. So it is carried out by desaturase enzyme, and these desaturases are present within the microsomes. Okay, again, there is another peculiarity for the desaturases in that the desaturases are mixed function oxidases. Mixed function oxidases. You might have studied different types of enzymes in the classification of enzymes, right? That is OTLIL, right? That is oxidoreductases, transferases, hydrogenases, right? Then lyases, ligases, isomerases, etc. These are the 6 classes of enzymes, among which first one is oxidoreductases. That is those enzymes which are involved in the oxidation reduction reactions. That too are again are different types. Oxidases are there, oxygenases are there, right? So different types of oxidation can happen, and one among the oxidoreductases is the mixed function oxidases, MFO. So what does MFO stands for? It carries out the oxidation reactions, but the thing is that the mixed function oxidases can carry out the oxidation of more than one substrate at a time. That is, during oxidation reaction, one molecule of oxygen will be incorporated, right? But in case of mixed function oxidases, they carries out the oxidation reactions in such a way that the oxygen molecule will be first split up into 2 oxygen atoms. That is, O2 will be converted into 2O, 2 oxygen atoms. O2 is oxygen molecule, while O is oxygen atom. Okay, so the oxygen molecule will be first split up into 2 oxygen atoms, and the 2 oxygen atom gets incorporated onto 2 different substrates at a time. So the net effect is that an oxygen molecule carries out the oxidation, but the oxidation is carried out by first splitting up of the oxygen molecule into 2 oxygen atoms first, and each oxygen atom will be getting incorporated into 2 different substrates at a time. So such a type of oxidases are known as mixed function oxidases. And an example for a typical example for the mixed function oxidases is the desaturase enzyme. That is, they can carry out the oxidation of 2 substrates at a time. So which are the 2 substrates? Of course, we know that one, of course, is our palmitic or fatty acid, right? So in the case of palmitic acid or stearic acid undergoes oxidation. That is, 2 hydrogen atoms will be removed and it will be replaced with a pi bond or a double bond. That is the first substrate which is undergoing, or that is one of the substrate which is undergoing oxidation. Right, that those 2 hydrogen atoms are removed. So they are. This is one of the substrate that are undergoing oxidation. Now, which is the second substrate? The second substrate is the NADH molecule. That is, when the reaction is happening, 2 substrates are undergoing oxidation at a time. That is, NADH will be converted into NAD. Simultaneously, the fatty acid, the saturated fatty acid, stearic acid or palmitic acid, will be converted into mono unsaturated fatty acids. So the two substrates are undergoing oxidation with the help of oxygen molecule in the form of 2 oxygen atoms. Allengil oxidation എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അർത്ഥം removal of hydrogen atom. അങ്ങനെയും there are different types of oxidation reactions അല്ലേ? Oxidation എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ removal of hydrogen എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാലും oxidation ആണ്. Incorporation of oxygen എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാലും oxidation ആണ്. Then ferrous ion to ferric ion. Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. That too is oxidation reaction. Oxidation can happen through different ways. So here the oxidation is happening in such a way that hydrogen atoms are removed. That is, stearic acid is 18 carbon stearic acid is converted into 18 carbon oleic acid, but with the introduction of a double bond in between C8 and C9 and C10, right? That is, a double bond is introduced. That is, two hydrogen atoms are removed. Similarly, NADH plus H plus is converted into NAD. But here also, what's happening? Oxidation is happening. Stearic acid is converted into oleic acid. Simultaneously, NADH is converted into NAD. So that's another type of oxidation reaction. Finally, what happens? Oxygen molecule will be converted into water also. That is, these hydrogen atoms are finally accepted by oxygen, molecular oxygen, so that oxygen is converted into water. O2 is converted into H2O. O2 ആയതുകൊണ്ട് 2 hydrogen molecules, 2 H2O. Okay, അങ്ങനെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ 4 hydrogen വരും. 2 hydrogen comes from stearic acid and another 2 hydrogen atoms come from oxidation of NADH. Okay, so 2 molecules of hydrogen will be absorbed by 1 molecule of oxygen, so that oxygen is converted into water with the oxidation of stearic acid to give rise to oleic acid. NADH is converted into NAD+, right? So this is how the reaction is happening, right? And the unsaturation reaction is, of course, it is under the control of, or it is regulated by the hormone insulin. Yeah, the palmitic acid and stearic acid are the precursors of unsaturated fatty acid. ആദ്യം methane ആണ് pufane ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ. So first, that is, the unsaturation is happening in a stepwise manner. First, a single double bonded fatty acid will be formed. That is, monounsaturated fatty acid will be formed. Then, if it is in need, if the body is in need of polyunsaturated fatty acids, that is, more than one double bond is required, then the second double bond will be introduced in some other position by using some other specific enzyme, desaturase enzyme. So the unsaturations are always happening, the addition of a double bond will be happening only in a stepwise manner, not in a single stretch. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു 3 double bond containing ഒരു trienoic acid ഉണ്ടാക്കണമെങ്കിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റെപ്പിൽ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് 3 ഡബിൾ ബോണ്ട്സിനെ ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. ആദ്യം 9th പൊസിഷനിൽ വി ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ഡബിൾ ബോണ്ട്, ദെൻ വിൽ ബി ഫോളോഡ് ബൈ 6th പൊസിഷനിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 7th position, 6th position, we introduce the next double bond. It is followed by 4th position, 3rd position, we introduce another double bond. Descending order position, that is, the double bonds will be introduced on carbon atoms which are lying behind the 9th position or beyond the 9th position. That is, it is before the 9th position. Always that is, it's happening in a descending manner. 9, 6, 3, etc. Clear? So it will be happening in a stepwise manner, not in a single stretch. Right? So the double bond will be introduced by desaturase enzymes which are present in the microsomes or smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So this is how the desaturation happens. The palmitic acid, which is a saturated fatty acid with 16 carbon, formed as a result of fatty acid synthase complex, it is entering into elongation. So what happens during elongation? 2 more carbon atoms will be synthesized or will be added up to give rise to stearic acid by elongase enzyme, microsomal chain elongase, or it can be subject for desaturation, converting palmitic acid to palmito-oleic acid, where the 16 carbon is remaining acid, but there is an introduction of double bond onto the 9th carbon atom by delta 9 desaturase enzyme. Now, what is happening to the stearic acid? Stearic acid is subject for, it can be subject for elongation, or it can be subject for desaturation by converting the 18 carbon stearic acid to 18 carbon oleic acid, but with the double bond on the 9th position, again by the same enzyme delta 9 desaturase. Okay. Yeah. So this is another figure. Glucose can be converted into acetyl-CoA. It undergoes acetyl-CoA carboxylase enzyme converts it into malonyl-CoA. Then FAS, fatty acid synthase complex, converts it into palmitic acid. Palmitic acid by this is saturated, that is, desaturase enzyme. Yes, desaturase enzyme, converting it into palmito-oleic acid, or it can be converted into stearic acid. Stearic acid is converted into oleic acid. Okay. So how is the double bond being introduced? So this is our stearic acid. Most probably the palmitic acid will be converted into stearic acid. In few cases only what has happening, palmitic acid will be directly converted into palmitoleic. Otherwise, usually palmitic acid, the fate of palmitic acid is to enter into elongation, that is converted into stearic acid.